This video is not suitable for audiences under 13 years of age. Hello everyone, Mixfant Gaming here. Welcome to my channel. Today, take a look at some more test server action. Sorry, it's been a little bit wild since I uploaded a video. I was actually kind of a little bit burnt out of this game for a while, so I actually took a break from last weekend's test server. So I'm back here again, and let's see what's going to happen in here. Apparently, we were testing the Atomizer again, as well as they brought back the factory map. So hopefully we can get into a match with the factory. Let's just see what they've done with it, if they've improved it very much since the last time I've seen it. Today, I'm just running basically the stock stuff that they gave us. I didn't really put much effort into it. I got a few pilots, put some pilot skills on them, but these are the bots and weapons that came directly with the test server. I didn't have the energy to spend 2 hours to go through and claim all the offers to get all the various bots and weapons, and then equip them, and then search for pilots and equip them with pilots, then change all the skills. Anyways, it's a long drawn out process, and I really wish they would somehow streamline the test server process. Maybe instead of just giving us, well, I was going to say just giving us a set of 5 different hangars that we can use, but some people might want to test out various interactions in the game especially when they're introducing some new weapons. So I don't really want to be able to limit it like that. Maybe at least give us the ability to go in and choose the pilots we want without having to click the next button and keep refreshing, and make all pilots in there level 70. If you want a regular pilot, for instance, you can't get it at level 70. You have to, keep spinning. Hopefully you get a decent one that's somewhat leveled up, and then it doesn't take you very long to level it up to max. Anyways, Pixonic, if you happen to listen to this, at least streamline the process a little bit better. Just give us the ability to choose right off the bat what pilots we want and have them max at level 70. Hell, you have just about everything else max in the test server anyways. So you can have max pilots, and most people will upgrade them if they're not maxed already. You have max modules, although they say they're level 1. But when you go into the game and you look at the level of your last stand, it's a max last stand, even though it says level 1 in the game. I'm actually with Islander on this one. I think everything should be tested at max level on the test server, because there's very often times we go in and we're testing new stuff, and we'll come out and say, oh, it's okay, it's underpowered, underwhelming, and then when you go to the test server and somebody maxes it out, it becomes an absolute beast and a pain in the ass to deal with, all because you haven't been able to max it out. Take the Titans as an example. We were never, ever anywhere close to testing at a level 150 with level 25 weapons. Like, come on. Right now, the Titans, as you can probably tell from my voice, is my biggest pain point in the game, even above matchmaking. Believe it or not, yes, I'm putting Titans, the OP nature of them, the actually game-breaking nature of Titans, above the issue of matchmaking. And that's actually hard for me to say, because I absolutely hate the matchmaking process. But we're not here for a rant video. We're here to look at some test server action. So without further ado, let's get into some action, and fingers crossed we can land on the factory map. All right, battle begins, and we are on the factory map. Awesome. And it's team deathmatch. Let's see here. What are we going to start with? Starting at B. You know what? What the hell? Let's start with a Spectre. Spectre with 4 Atomizers. Let's see what we can do here. So Atomizers have 500 range. Okay, he's jumping up here. See if I can get him a little bit. A little bit. cool down a little bit here. So we have an Algen, looks like over there. He lands up there. I'm going to try and hit him. Gotta let the weapon cool down now. Do we have him? Okay, they're getting a little bit close on that side. I'm going to come a bit over here. Oh, he's behind that structure. Shoot. He's going to come out. Try to get him, but got him a little bit there. Who else can I hit? That guy's not in target. Aojan is still over here. Coronavirus. Okay, why can't I lock on? I'm pressing my lock on button. It's not doing anything. It's not letting me lock my target. Well, for a second there, I thought I was actually able to hit through that structure. Alright, so he's flying up there. Going up here, land on top if I can. Oh! I didn't really do that jump very well. I thought I could land on top. Okay, that's some Ares or something there. So there is a guy over here with Vortex I have to be careful of. Right there, that's the guy that just jumped up. Nope. Can't get him. You know, they haven't fixed the camera angle for the Spectre when it jumps. Oops. Damn it. I knew that guy was there. Go into my phase shift. What? Oh, jeez. Alright. Let's see here. Let's bring the leech out. See, I can't lock on. Boom, haha. I was waiting for somebody to throw something at me. Helium. I don't have a helium module on this thing. I swore I put phase shift on this. Now, why is that little circle thing around that target? See that little white circle around the target? I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I really don't know what that's supposed to mean. I wish I did. This guy up here. I know he's leached onto my teammate, but this is the test server, it's not the live server. I wouldn't do this if this was the live server. Okay, so got to back up here. I think that's a new lock-on mechanism. Yeah, you see? This, I have the red square, but no white circle. But if I click my lock on, now it changes. They've changed the lockdown look. I don't like that. That's it's very hard to see that white circle. Stupid Almings. I don't know how much of that is actually hitting him, given that I'm completely overheated on my weapons. Now, what do we have over here? I think that's a Strider. Not sure. Let's go back to this Alming here. Wow, these weapons are doing nothing. Nothing against that Alming. And of course we have another Alming on the field. Yeah, at least I got a kill. Let's come up over here. Right. Hopefully somebody can hit me and it does a little bit more damage to this Almain that's up here. See, look, he's probably counter healing, but still. Not much damage. Well, we got another Almain here. I gotta get behind this structure if I can. Yeah, I'm gonna go down here in a second. That's one thing I really hate about Titans is since they gave all the weapons on the Titans like damage mitigation and everything, like you can't really go against them toe to toe anymore. And I understand Titans are supposed to be powerful and everything, but you get one single max Titan on the field on an enemy team, for instance, and you don't have any on your team, that player can completely wipe out your entire team, including your Titans. Gotta let my weapons cool down a bit. I need to get out of this bot a little bit more. I want to get into my Al Guang. I want to see from the air what this map looks like. And what do we have up here? Is that a behemoth? Well, at least the map seems to be a little bit more finished than last time I saw it. We've got some textures on the ground and on some of the buildings. That's right, I'm right here. Yeah, I'm gonna die. I don't have my ability back yet. Alright, let's get into the Al Guang. I want to see what it is from like in the air. It's not bad. Not a bad looking map. Oh, got another Al Guang coming up here. I mean Almain. Let's lock him down here with the pulsars. It's not really doing very much damage at all. And I'm already out of ammo. I really don't like this locked-on mechanic. It's really hard to see when you're locked onto a player. I much preferred the bold red lines. Yeah, I really don't like this lock-on mechanic. See, watch. It's really hard to notice. Especially against that grayish blue sky. You could barely see it at all. Oh, wow. Quantum Radar actually works for once on the test server. Holy crap. I'll be damned. Let's take this Allergen out. Hopefully I can get the kill. No. That's fine. Alright. And that should be just about it. Oh, he's got another one. It's now Ming. No. I'm not doing very good with getting kills, but that's fine. Does he have any more? Doesn't look like it. Let's do another flyby look here. That's the map. Pretty small, compact map. I'm kind of glad about that. I really don't want another Springfield or Yamantau or Canyon. I really don't like the long-range maps. Although they're probably going to be more popular in the next meta. I really think the next meta is going to be the mid to long range. Things like Scourge and Spark is going to replace the shotguns, in my opinion. That's what I'm trying to build some anyways. I'm not going to make the same mistake as I did last time and have mostly shotguns in my hangar. I'm going to have a mix, but I am going to be focusing more on the mid to long range weapons. Assuming I still stay and play this game. I'm honestly kind of thinking about leaving it. The Titans is really kind of what's done it for me. The matchmaking stuff was bad enough, but the Titans, the way they are, how extremely overpowered they are, that a person can pay and have that much power in the game and essentially dominate the field. Anyways, as for this particular test server, I know a lot of people are saying the Atomizer is going to be the next shotgun. It's going to be the next heavy-duty meta weapon. And you know what? It very well could be because of the fact that we're not testing it at max level. At level 8 here, what I was playing with, it was okay. I don't think I would replace it with any of my other current weapons, assuming the rest of my weapons don't get nerfed. But at max level, when you start putting on pilot skills, especially if they have something like a sharpshooter for this, or they have the ability that it increases the time before your shots, the spread happens. I know that's not really clear, but you'll notice when you use the Atomizer, your weapons overheat. And as they overheat, they cause a spread. Well, if they have a pilot skill that, for instance, reduces the overheating effect, and thereby secondary effect on that would be to reduce the spread, or they add just a straight up sharpshooter skill, or both, then this weapon is going to be extremely powerful. I don't want to say OP until I see it on the live server, but with the track record Pixonic has had lately of introducing new content, most of them are extremely powerful, not balanced properly, and have gotten OP. Titans is a prime example. Yeah, the Kid isn't the greatest Titan in the world, but the Arthur is extremely powerful. The Ao Ming is extremely powerful. Add the number of levels that you can have on the weapons. Add the fact that they have damage mitigation. Add the fact that the Titans can go up to level 150. And now the Titans can have freaking modules that actually double the damage you output. Damn it, like, you can take out a Falcon in 3 shots. Like, you know, things that are supposed to be tanky in the game have completely lost their tankiness. I know that's not really technically a word, but still, I think you understand where I'm going here. It's at the point now where the only way to truly deal with a Titan is to have a Titan. And unless you have players on your team that also have max Titans and you're going against a max Titan, you're really not going to stand much of a chance. Yeah, you know, if you're a player and you have a max Titan and you have a really bad teammates, sure, yeah, you'll probably lose. But it also, on the flip side, excuse me, it means that the team you're going against, even if it's a bunch of randoms, have to act together as a team. If you have just a team of randoms running around doing their own thing, and you have one player on the enemy team that has a max Titan, chances are that team with a max Titan is going to win because the other team is not behaving as a true team, backing each other up, trying to do dog pack tactics and try to kind of corner and the group of them take down a single Titan. So the fact in this day and age right now, you can be playing a game and within 2 minutes of the game starting, an enemy team being able to spawn all their Titans is absolutely game breaking in my opinion. And I just hope the Atomizer doesn't follow that trend, that Pixonic truly starts looking at the stuff at max level and balancing it accordingly. That's just my fear. It's been this track record of late with them, and if they really don't stop this and start reining it in and testing and balancing things properly from the start, I can't speak for other players. I think some players will leave. I probably would leave. And I'm not saying it's the Atomizer itself that'll do it, but I just mean this whole general tactic of releasing OP stuff. Why not release things and try to do balancing? And if it's not working out quite right, then you can start buffing it. But releasing, for instance, these Titans at level 150 right now, what are you going to do as a company? You can't nerf it because people have spent a lot of money in buying these things. And unfortunately, they're the people who Pixonic is kind of relying on for putting money in their pockets. So you don't want to upset the people that are actually spending all this money. But if you would have just balanced it properly from the beginning, maybe not had 150, maybe just put the Titans up to level 50 to start with. Put the weapons up to level 10. And as people start to level things up and the field starts to get a little bit more even, look at bumping it, say another 25 levels for the Titans, another 5 or 10 levels for the weapons. Like I'm not talking about making Mark II, like Mark 1, Mark II categories, but they could have always just added a little bit more levels to these things just to make them a little bit more powerful, a little bit more no kind of a danger on the battlefield. But the way they are right now, and people can just drop money and get a straight level 50 Titan with level 25 weapons, is overkill. And I hope the Atomizer and any future Titans and bots don't follow this trend. But the question is, what can Pixonic do about it? They've already released things like this right now. And once things are released OP, if they don't nerf them immediately right away, and people have already spent a bunch of money on them, there's not much they can do. Other than maybe, Pixonic, you ever happen to listen to this, buff the other stuff. Buff our regular bots back up. Maybe remove the damage mitigation for the Titans. They're already powerful enough. Like, at least give the players a chance to fight back. And that's what's really frustrating me right now, is I'm running into a lot of this stuff in Champion League. And I don't have Mark II gear. I don't have Last Stand. I don't have Anti-Control. And I'm fighting and clawing. I'm usually in the top 3 on my side. But we're on the test server right now. But my win rate right now is like 25%. And I'm fighting my ass off. And a lot of time it's because I am running into at least one person on the enemy team that has these Max Titans. Anyways, I am getting way, way off topic. I got into this whole Titan rant, which I didn't want to. But anyways, this successor, I like the factory. I still think it obviously needs to be cleaned up a little bit. It doesn't have the full textures it needs to. But other than that, everything looked good. And the Atomizer, I think really needs to be ensured that it's properly balanced. So anyways, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And until next time, cause some mayhem in the field for me.